is Srikanth Tadvarti. You watching Srikanth Ideal Chemistry. So in this video we are discussing about previous mains questions given in a coordination chemistry. So this is the first question. This question is given to 7th January 2020 shift 1 paper. I mean morning shift paper. The theory that can completely or properly explain the nature of bonding in a NiCO taken for. So here the given compound is a metal carbonyl compound. So the concept of metal carbonyl compound can explain by the molecular atoll theory, not by the valency bond theory. That's all. Okay, students, this is next problem. So this problem is given 7th January 2020 shift to paper. I mean evening shift. For the complex Ma2B2, if M is sp3 or dsp2 hybridized respectively, then the total number of optical isomers respectively are. So here we need to find the number of optical isomers when M is undergoes sp3 hybridization or dsp2 hybridization. So first I just take the M is sp3 hybridization. So when M is sp3 hybridization, it have the tetrahedral shape. So if you take the tetrahedral shape for Ma2B2, so M, A, B, and B. So this is the tetrahedral shape of given complex. For this complex, we have a plane of symmetry. So when you cut like this, you get the two equal parts. So due to presence of plane of symmetry, it cannot show any optical isomerism, or it is optically inactive. So due to plane of symmetry, the given compound is optically inactive, so it cannot show any optical isomerism with sp3 hybridization. Similarly, when amines undergoes dsp2 hybridization, so it has a square planar shape. So when you take the square planar shape, so when you observe this shape, square planar shape, so these compound also have a plane of symmetry, so like this. So when you take the plane, so the given complex also shows the plane of symmetry in the dsp2 hybridization or in the square planar geometry. So here also for dsp2 hybridization also it cannot show any optical isomerism. So the total number of isomerism for sp3 hybridization or dsp2 hybridization is 0, 0. That's all. Okay, students, this is next problem. This question is given 8th January 2020 shift 1 paper. Which of the following complex shows facial medial geometrical isomerism? If any complex compound to show the facial or facial meridional geometrical isomerism, it must have the Ma3B3 configuration. It has a configuration like Ma3B3 configuration. It can shows facial meridional isomerism. So in the given options, fourth option is present like Ma3B3 format. So it can show the facial and meridional geometrical isomerism. That's all. Okay, students, this is next problem. So this question is given 8th January 2020 shift to paper. Calculate ML5 can exhibit a trigonal bipyramidal and square pyramidal geometry. Determine the total number of 180 degrees, 90 degrees and 120 degrees ligand metal ligand bond angles. So he asking about total number of 180 and 90 and 120 LML bond angles in a trigonal bipyramidal and square pyramidal geometry. So first I take the trigonal bipyramidal TBP. If you take this structure, we have like M, L, 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 L. So this is the structure of trigonal bipyramidal. At the same time, if you take the structure square pyramidal, the square pyramidal structure present like so this is a square pyramidal shape. Okay, so in this first we take this is square pyramidal, this is trigonal bipyramidal. So we will check the bond angles in TBP. So it have one 180 degrees bond angle. So 180 degrees bond angle 1, and after we go for the 90 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6. Total 90 degrees bond angles we have 6. At the same time 120 degrees bond angle 1, 2, 3. So total number of bond angles in TVP is 10. Okay, when you go for the square pyramidal, in the square pyramidal for 180 degrees bond angle 1 and 2 we have two things, and 90 degree bond angles we have totally 8. Okay, you can check everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, for this 5, 6, 7, 8. Total we have 8 90 degrees bond angles, and 120 degree bond angles here we have 0. So total 10. So total number of bond angles in TVP and square pyramidal is equal to 20. So right answer is 20. That's all. Okay students, this is next question. So this question is also given in 8th January 2020 shift paper. Among the following which will show geometrical isomerism? So here when I observed that the compound A having MA5B type structure and compound B having MA4BC type structure and compound C having MA3B type structure and compounds having MA2B2 type structure. So in this type structures MA4BC and MA2BT can show the geometrical isomerism, but here we have one condition: when MA2B2 is must be square planar structure. So when a MA2B2 type complex having square planar structure, it can show the geometrical isomerism. So MA4BC is confirmed, it can show the geometrical isomerism. So B, MA4BC shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, so when you see the option D, NiNH3 taken to NO taken to. So these compound consist of strong ligand. So here pairing can be possible against towards the Hund's rule. Then square planar structure can be resulting DSP hybridization can be participated and having square planar structure. So D, MA2BT also shows a geometrical isomerism when it have the square planar structure. So the right option is first option. In the given compounds, compound B and compound D can show the geometrical isomerism. Okay students, this is next problem. The complex chromium H2O6 Cln shows geometrical isomerism and also reacts with the AgNO3 solution given the spin only magnetic momentum is equal 3.8 Bose-Mageddon. What is the IUPAC name of the complex? So this problem is given 9th January 2020 shift 1 paper. When you observe the given problem, they are asking about the name of the complex, and here we need to find the proper structure of complex also. Here we have only one clue, that is so that is a spin only magnetic momentum. So when mu is equal 3.8 Bose-Mageddon, it can be possible when n is equal 3. So n is equal 3 means in the valence shell of chromium we must have the only 3 electrons. So in that time the oxidation state of chromium may be +3. Got that? So once again, the formula for spin only magnetic momentum square root of 3 into square root of n into n plus 2. When you substitute the n is equal 3, you get Bose-Mageddon is equal to 3.8 bm, and at the same time if n is equal to 3, the oxidation state of chromium must be +3. So based on the oxidation state of chromium, the given complex compound can be arranged. If you take 3 in place of n, in place of n, you get the complex compound like Cr H2O taken for Cl2 Cl. When you arrange the given complex compound like this, you get the chromium as a +3 oxygen state. So then IUPAC name for this compound is listen carefully. So this is a positive complex. So then the name is here two ligands is there. One is aqua, another is chloro. So based on the alphabetical, we need to write the aqua first. So tetra aqua dichlorodo chromium oxygen state is 3, chromium 3 chloride dihydride. So you get the second option as a right answer. That's it. Friends, this is next problem. So this problem is given on 9th January 2020 shift 1 paper for PDFCLBRI -2. The number of geometrical isomerism is equal to n. Determine the spin-only magnetic momentum of and crystal field splitting energy for FeCN taken 6 power n-6 here is there. So to get the spin-only magnetic momentum and crystal field splitting energy, first we need to find the n. Here n is equal to number of geometrical isomerism of given compound. So first take the given compound PDFCLBRI -2. So the given compound is look like MABCD. So the given compound has the MABCD. He said the given compound has a n geometrical isomerism. I mean the given compound has a square planar structure. So when it has a square planar structure and has a complex formula like MABCD, it has a 3 geometrical isomers. Okay, how many geometrical isomers we have? 3. So n is equal to 3 we get. So then FeCN taken 6 power 3 minus 6 that is equal, we get FeCN taken 6 minus 3. So for this structure what you are asking, spin-only magnetic momentum and crystal field splitting energy. So if you need the spin-only magnetic momentum, here in this compound the iron having Fe having a +3 oxidation state. So when it has a +3 oxidation state, its electronic configuration, actual electronic configuration is 4:3d6. After losing of 3 electrons we get 3d5. So here cyanide is a strong field ligand. Due to presence of strong field ligand in this 5 electrons, they can be pairing against the Hund's rule. So then we get the number of unpaired electrons is equal to 1. So here we get the number of unpaired electrons. So electronic configuration of Fe+3 in complex, we get 3D. This is the electronic configuration of Fe+3 in FeCN taken 6. So here it is undergoes D2sp3 hybridization. What is D2sp3 hybridization? So it's having spin-only magnetic momentum mu is equal square root of here n is equal to 1 single electron is present, 1 into 1 plus 2. So 1 into 1 plus 2 we get 3. So root 3 is equal to 1.73 bm. So its magnetic momentum it's a spin-only magnetic momentum is 1.73 bm. And you are asking about crystal field splitting energy. So the given compound is octahedral complex. So for octahedral complex, it's a configuration. For octahedral complex, its configuration is present like T2G5 and EG0. So then crystal field splitting energy that is equal to minus 0.4 into 5 plus 0.6 into 0 into delta naught. Here they said ignore the pairing energy, so that's why we didn't take the pairing energy. So after simplification we see 0.4 into 5 we get 2, so minus 2.0 delta naught. So this is the crystal field splitting energy of FeCN taken 6, and this is the spin-only magnetic momentum, and this is the number of geometrical isomerism for the given complex like MABCD type structure. That's friends, this is the next problem. So this problem is given 9th January 2020 shift to paper. Given the following complexes Here four complexes is given and asking about the correct order of spin only magnetic momentum from the above complex. When you observe the options are present from high spin only magnetic momentum to low spin only magnetic momentum. So first we need to find the magnetic momentum of each and every complex compound. So first I just take the first compound, that is Na4 FeCN taken 6. In this compound Fe having a +2 oxidation state. Actually the electronic configuration of iron is 4s2 3d6. After losing of 2 electrons we get 3d6 4s0. In this complex we have the strong field ligand. Due to strong field ligand, here pairing can be possible for the 3d6 electrons. So resulting number of unpaired n is equal to 0. So spin only magnetic momentum is equal to 0. That's all for the first one. Then when you go for the second one, that is CrH2O taken 6 Cl2. In this the chromate having +2 oxidation state and it having 3d4 configuration after losing of 2 electrons. Actually 4s1 3d5, after losing of 2 electrons it can be changed into 3d4. So here water is a ligand, water is the weak field ligand, so there is no pairing against the Hund's rule. So number of unpaired electrons is equal to 4, resulting mu is equal, spin only magnetic momentum is equal to root 24 bm. Okay, it is equal to nearly 4.9 Bohr's magneton. And next go for third compound, and third compound is NET taken 4 taken 2 COCl2, so COCl4. In this compound the cobalt can have +2 oxidation state. Actually the electronic configuration of cobalt is 4s2 3d7. After losing of 2 electrons we get the 3d7 configuration. Here chlorine is the weak field ligand, so here there is no pairing against the Hund's rule. So actually 3d7 means its configuration having a 2 orbitals with pairing electrons and 3 orbitals with single electrons. So then n is equal 3. So resulting mu is equal to root 15. We get that is equal to 3.8 bm, nearly 8 or 8.4. So when you go for the fourth compound, so the fourth compound is Na3 FeC2O4 taken 3. For this compound delta n is given as more than P. I mean it indicates the strong field ligand. So here oxalate ion taken as a strong field ligand. So here the oxidation state of Fe is taken as +3. Then resulting number of electrons in the valence shell is 5. So its configuration 3d5. So here due to presence of strong field ligand, pairing can be possible against the Hund's rule. So 5 electrons after pairing we get 2 pairs and 1 single electron. Then here n is equal to 1. Then mu is equal to root 3 we will get, that is equal to 1.73 Bohr's magneton. When I observe that in the 4 compounds, for second compound having maximum spin only magnetic momentum, that is 4.9, it will become first. After third one 3.8, it will come second. After fourth one, and first is last. So first option is the right option. So this is the next question. So this question is given 8th April 2019 shift 2 paper. The compound that inhibit the growth of tumor. So here tumor also are cancer, both are same. So actually the cis platinum is used in the anti-cancer drug. So the first cis platinum is used as a anti-cancer drug. So its structure is look like cis platinum. So its structure is so this is the structure. It is cis form. It is used as an anti-cancer drug. Very important bit. This is the next problem. So this problem is given 9th April 2019 shift 1 paper. The degenerated orbitals of chromium H2O 6 plus 3 are. So in the given complex the oxidation state of chromium is equal to +3 and its configuration is D3 configuration. instead of the D3 configuration. So in the octahedral complexes, it have it here weak ligand. Here it undergoes the inner orbital complex. It can form the inner orbital complex. So for the octahedral complex, the degenerators are in two parts. So here a set of degenerated orbitals. So in the set 1 we have dxy, dyz and dzx, and in set 2 we have dx square y square and dz square. So in any one of the set must be in the option. So for that, if you go that first one, dxz and dyz are the degenerate orbitals of the given complex. Okay students, this is next problem. This problem is given on 10th April 2019 shift 1 paper. The complexes COCl NH3 taken 5 plus 2, CO NH3 taken 5 H2O plus 3, and CO NH3 taken 6 plus 3 absorbs light in the visible region. The correct order of their wavelengths of light absorbed them. So actually the order of wavelength of the absorbed light in the visible region is depends upon crystal field splitting energy. The crystal field splitting energy is very high for strong ligand and very less for weak ligand. So first we take the increasing order of crystal field splitting energy. Order of crystal field splitting energy for ligands is in this NH3 is a strong field ligand. After that water, at last is chlorine. So this is the order of the crystal field splitting energy of ligands. So based on this we get the order of energies of the compound. Order of energies of compounds, I mean complex compounds. In that third one have the more complex more energy. Why? Because here all ligands are strong field ligands. So third complex is very high for about the energy. After that second, at last is 1. So actually you know very well, energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. So order of wavelength is first one is higher, after second, at last is the third one. So this is the order of wavelength of absorption of light in the visible region for the given compound. So first option is the right answer. Students, this is the next question. This question is given 10th April 2019 shift 2 paper. The crystal field stabilized energy CFSE of FeH2O taken 6Cl2 and K2NiCl4 respectively. So you are asking about crystal field splitting energy of two compounds. We will take one by one. First compound FeH2O taken 6Cl2. On dissociation it can form FeH2O taken 6 plus 2 plus 2Cl minus. So in this compound Fe having plus 2 oxidation state and its configuration is 3D6. So its configuration, it's a octahedral complex. For this configuration according to crystal field theory, it having a T2G4 and Eg2. Then crystal field splitting energy, that is equal to minus 0.6 into 4 plus 0.4 into 2, that is into delta naught. So after simplification we get minus 2.4 plus sorry, this is minus 0.4 into 4 and this is 0.6, sorry. So we get minus 1.6 plus 1.2 into delta naught. Finally we get minus 0.4 delta naught. So then second one is K2 NiCl4. This gives rise to 2K plus NiCl4 minus 2. For this nickel having a plus 2 configuration and its configuration is 3D8, It is tetrahedral complex. For tetrahedral complex, based on the crystal field theory, the configuration is Eg4 and T2Z4. Then crystal field splitting energy is equal to minus 0.6 into 4 plus 0.4 into 4 into delta T. After simplification, we get minus 2.4 plus 1.6 delta T. Finally, we get minus 0.8 delta T. So these are the values for a given question. So you get the third option as a right option. That's all. Students, this is next problem. This problem is given 12 12th April 2019 ship to paper. The coordinate number of cobalt and aluminum in a COCl taken 2 Cl and K3Al C2O4 taken 3 respectively. So when you take the first compound, that is first compound COCl taken 2 Cl. In this compound, the ligands are ethylene diamine and chlorine. Ethylene diamine is bident ligand, so each En can form the 2 coordination bonds. So total 2 Ens, 4 bonds can be formed, and chlorine is the fifth one. So here coordination number of cobalt is equal to 5. In the second compound, that is K3Al C2O4 taken 3. See here ligand is oxalate ion. Oxalate ion is bident ligand. Here 3 oxalate ions are present. So each ligand can form the 2 bonds. So 3 2s are 6. So coordination number of aluminum is equal to 6. So the right option is the third option. 5 and next problem. The highest, this problem is given 9th January 2019 ship 1 paper. The highest value of the calculated spin only magnetic momentum among all the transition metal complexes. Actually, in the transition elements, the maximum possible magnetic momentum here n is equal to 5. So number of maximum unpaired electrons is equal to 5. Then magnetic momentum mu is equal to square root of 5 into 7. That is equal to root 35. So root 35 is equal to nearly equal to 5.9 Bohr's magneton. So this is the maximum possible spin only magnetic momentum of transition elements. So first option is that. This is the next problem. So this one is given 9th January 2019 ship to paper. The complex that has highest crystal field splitting energy. So we already discussed these type of bits in the previous paper in the previous bits. So which complex compound can have a strong ligand that can give the more highest crystal field splitting energy? In the 4 options, first compound has a cyanide ion as a ligand. In the second, ammonia and water. In third, chlorine. In fourth, ammonia and chlorine. When you compare that, third one is very least crystal field splitting energy. After that, in 2 and 4, fourth one has the next least crystal field splitting energy after second, and first one is the highest crystal field splitting energy. Why? Because cyanide is the strongest ligand. So Cn minus is a strongest ligand. So highest crystal field splitting energy is possible. That's all. So first option is the students. This is next problem. So this problem given 11th January 2019 ship to paper. The coordination number of thallium in K4THC2O4 taken to OH2 taken to. So if you see that here 2 ligands is there. One is oxalate ion. So it is bident ligand. So it is a bident ligand. And another one is water. It is aqua. It is monodentate ligand. So here oxalate answer 4 is present. So each oxalate ion can form the 2 coordination bonds, total 8, and 2 water molecules plus 2, total 10. So the coordination number of thallium in the given compound is equal to. Students, so this is the next problem. So this problem is given 11th January 2019 ship to paper. The number of bridge CO ligands and CO cobalt bonds in a CO2 CO takenate. So if you take the structure of this complex, CO So this is the given structure of given complex compound. If you observe that here two bridge CO ligands are present and one CO bond is present. So the option is fourth option, 2 and 1. That's all. Okay students, this is next problem. So this problem is given on 12th January 2019 shift paper. The magnetic momentum of an octahedral homoleptic manganese 2 complex is 5.9 Bohr's magneton, the suitable ligand for this complex. So the spin only magnetic moment is equal to 5.9 bm. It can be possible when it has the maximum number of unpaired electrons is equal to 5. So if to get this magnetic momentum, it must be weak ligand. So when I see the four options, first option cyanide, second thiocyanide, isothiocyanide, and third option is carbonate, and fourth option is ethylene diamine. So in this first, third and fourth options are the strong ligands and second is the weak ligand. So if manganese 2 is made the complex with isothiocyanide ion, it can shows maximum it cannot go the pairing against to the Hounslow, then n is equal, we get the 5. So if n is equal to 5, then mu is equal to of 5 into 5 plus 2 7, I mean is equal to root 35, that is equal to 5.9 bm. So in this 4, isothiocyanide is a weak ligand. So when this weak ligand is combined with Mn plus 2 ion to form the complex, and it can show the spin only magnetic momentum, that is equal to 5.9 Bohr's magneton. So this is the next problem. Next question. This question is given in 2018 offline paper. The oxidation state of chromium in CrH2O taken 6Cl3, CrC6H6 taken 2, and K2 CrCN taken 2, O taken to O2 NH3 respectively. So they are asking about the oxidation state of chromium in the given complexes. So we will see one by one. Listen carefully. Now I take the first one. CrH2O taken 6 Cl3. Here chromium taken as X plus 6 water molecules is there. Water is a neutral ligand taken as 0 plus 3 chlorides. Each chloride and having -1, that is equal to 0. Then we get X is equal to plus 3. In the second compound, CrC6H6 taken 2. In this chromium taken as X plus 2 into 2 benzene molecules is there. Benzene is a neutral molecule, that is equal to 0. That is equal to, in this compound, chromium has a 0 oxidation state. When you go for the third complex, that is K2 CrCN taken to O taken to O2 NH3. In this potassium 2 into plus 1 plus chromium taken as X plus cyanide ion, each cyanide -1, 2 into -1 plus oxygen. Here oxide ion O into -2. Here oxygen neutral molecule. Sorry, O -2, 2 into sorry. So minus is taken, plus is peroxide ion O2 -1. So then we get 2 into -1, then ammonia 0. So sorry, here -2, that is equal to 0. After simplification we get plus 2 plus x -2 -4 -2 is equal to 0. 1 plus 2, 1 minus 2 can be cancelled. Then x is equal, we get plus 6. So the oxidation state of chromium in the given compounds, that is plus 3 comma 0 comma plus 6. So second option is the right option. Okay students, if you like my concept, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share my videos. Thank you.